Hello everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at these Westinghouse SpectraLite 50 watt halogen R20 floodlight bulbs. Recently picked these two up at the Restore. I haven't seen any early halogen bulbs like this in a while, so I thought it would be a great time to pick them up for 50 cents and see what we get. So, this isn't the original Westinghouse. Actually, this is the Abco Westinghouse, Angelo Brothers Company. So they just had their name here on the package. SpectraLite, of course. See this wonderful picture here of all the bright white colors. Whiter, brighter light. UV safe, I think that was a thing that people were worried about at the time from early halogens, especially if it didn't have a proper globe on it to prevent that UV. 50 watt here, 2,500 hours it says. On the side, we have some examples of where you can use these bulbs. I love these little pictures. Too bad they don't do this anymore. Of course, it looks like it's above some type of peninsula in the kitchen and lighting up some artifacts here on a shelf in your library or wherever you'd, like it to be. It's 20% brighter than a standard 50 watt incandescent R20 bulb. I suppose, again, it's halogen. It's also 50 watts, so it's not really an energy saver. And they don't really promote it as that either. It's being more promoted actually as just having a whiter light, and they do have a 70-degree beam angle on here too, so definitely wider than more standard spotlight would be. Caution, if the outer bulb breaks, you don't want to just be running that little halogen capsule all by itself. These do get hot. Of course, on the bottom, we've already seen that it was made for Angelo Brothers Company, Abco, using the Westinghouse name. So let's go ahead and see what we got inside. Okay, we do have a little bit of a silvered bulb here. Boy, I have not seen that etch in a very long time. SpectraLite Halogen, 50 watt, 120 volt flood, made in China. But they do have some nice things going on here. I like this silver-backed coating. We do have a nice frosted front, and we do have a heat shield. That's nice to protect the cement here in the base. Again, a nice, what appears to be brass base and beautiful blue glass insulator there as well. Just for the fun of it, let's see what we got in this one. Very similar affair. You can kind of see the bottom of the halogen capsule in there. But it is hard to see. I'm sure there's some type of stem holding it in place, and that's why we can't, see it too well. Of course, we have the heat shield in the way, too. Okay, I'm going to put this one away. We just need the one out for right now. It does have some weight to it compared to a more standard 50 watt incandescent R20 offering. But, of course, we have a little bit more going on inside. Let's go ahead and put it into our socket. And let's turn it on. There we go. Yes. Very bright white light, and this thing's going to be hot here real quick. So, we got 119.6 volts, 0.5 amps, 61 watts, actually. This is a 60 watt bulb. Wow. Not 50 watts at all. I don't know what they were thinking there. A power factor of 1 naturally. It is halogen, incandescent. Yeah, 60 watts. Interesting. I don't know where they got 50 watts. That's a whole 10 watts more. Anyway, let's turn off our lights here. It does have really nice color, though. I will give it that, but that is to be expected from halogen. Halogen does a beautiful job of doing that. If we hold it 2 feet away from the lux meter and point it directly at it, sometimes we can max it out if I get it just right. I did once. Yeah, like 1900. It's pretty bright. It does have a wide angle if I hold it here at the camera and point down. It does have a nice wide beam. It's not a little spot like the GE offerings that say they're flood bulbs, but it's really a spotlight and they're just trying to fool you. Okay, let's get a closer look at that halogen capsule inside. So we're going to unplug it and put it into our Variac here. Let's plug it in first, and then we'll plug in our bulb. And let's bring it up. There we go. Now the first thing I notice is a little white area right here. And I'm guessing this is a double-ended capsule. So we do have a end of the tube up here. Kind of, if it was high-intensity discharge, you could say it kind of looks like a, high-pressure sodium bulb right now. So as we bring it up, again, you can kind of see that little artifact there of the top of the arc tube. We're at about 50 volts right now, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, and 120. Yeah, definitely nice and bright and white once you get it up all the way. Of course, as you dim it down, you get that nice, warm, incandescent color. Halogens are great at that. They are just another style of incandescent after all. Taking a look from behind here, unfortunately, we can't really see much inside. The glare shield and the coating of the bulb kind of block a lot of it. But yeah, there's definitely a wire coming up to the top here. You can kind of see it right there to meet the top of the halogen tube. Pretty cool. Bring it back up to full brightness one last time. And we'll turn our lights back on. I really do hope you enjoyed this video, taking a look at a more early halogen offering into the more standard variety of bulbs. Again, as always, LED took over and these didn't last very long. I want to say these were probably out towards the middle of the 2000s, just guessing by the style of the packaging here. And as CFLs and then LEDs got better, these just weren't really in favor. Of course, there were the PAR offerings, the PAR 20s and things like that, and those held halogen for a very long time. In fact, I believe you can still find offerings like that today. But this more standard R20 bulb, you could mostly just find an incandescent. The halogen offerings like this never seem to catch on or whatever be the more appropriate word to use there compared to their PAR counterparts. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this video, taking a look at these early Westinghouse SpectraLite halogen bulbs. Pretty cool find. As always, I do hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, be sure to give it a like down below and leave a comment. I do enjoy reading all of your comments. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more great videos like this one. Also check out my secondary channel Merkove and subscribe over there for more behind the scenes and alternative content. Of course, check out the other videos here on this screen, and as always, thank you very much for watching.